Social media is the base and the foundation of our generation currently, and soon will be the leading source as to for future other generations of people to really rely on and have a dependency on social media. We are now so into social media that it's pretty much everywhere and it's expansive. Now, as far as how social media has influenced us in our daily lives is when we wake up immediately to an alarm and immediately go check on your phone. And that might be not true to some degree, because there are people that wake up to an alarm and immediately go to work because they have something to do. But I know a lot of people that just wake up because a lot of people that wake up do just to wake up, and they don't really have an alarm, but they check their phone immediately. Now, the first thing that people do is scroll through social media and find out what's entertaining and what the world is, happening. And the news is also kind of our very first source of technology that really got people to really think about the world and kind of see something from, I guess, from what's really happening. Because in the beginning, we relied on newspapers and magazines, and also the news from, just listening to the radio cast. But now it's all about social media. That's all of our tip of our fingers, and it's also affecting our daily lives as well. Obviously I explained in the morning, but I think I'm very guilty of this, of just having a phone out during a dinner table. And I definitely noticed this while I work too, because I worked in the afternoon, and I see people that are on their phones while they're eating, and it's kind of sad. And I guess something that really stood out to me, that made maybe social media a little bit worse than what it's supposed to be, and it's not a good idea to keep around. And something that caught my attention for this video was a TikTok that I saw, and I actually recorded a video about it. And you guys can go check it out on my TikTok. It's gonna be in link in the description. You guys can follow me. I'm gonna be posting on there. But it kind of got me thinking. Anyway, to describe the video, it's basically a guy kind of just going in this back or forth motion between listening to society and listening to himself. I feel like this is a common issue, because this is very common, and it's very relatable to where a lot of people, it just exploded with popularity, and a lot of people seem to relate to it. And if I know anything about TikTok, is the most relatable content tends to go popular, because there's a lot of people that really connect to it, and it is a very common issue. Now, what he was talking about was he really wanted something in his lifestyle, having everything all at once, being able to have a job, being able to do all of this that he truly wanted. But he was also listening to society of, grind, hustle, and work 24/7, and this hustle culture that's kind of rising and above. You guys can kind of see it throughout YouTube videos of, motivational speakers, and kind of brings out this unhealthy balance. And this is why a lot of careers, especially when you get into the workforce, when people finally do, there's a thing called burnout, where you're just mentally drained and you can no longer go again until you feel ready and you feel mentally healthy. And that's the video that I want to talk about, and I kind of want to offer some advice of my own, and hopefully you guys do relate to it as well. I think the number one thing that a lot of people need to do is set standards for themselves and find out what you truly value and desire. What do you want? Not what other people want. It could be so different from the rest, and you could feel like an outcast. And a lot of people are very scared of that, because it's something different. You're trying to do this tug of war where you're trying to get everything at once, and you definitely can. If you guys have seen my other video of my work ethic video, my COVID experience video, those are two very important videos that I've made that you guys can watch as well, that I explain my schedule and how I'm able to have majority of things. But obviously I'm doing it by myself, and a lot of people want to have all these things all together and be able to have everything at their fingertips, like social media, but they really can't. basically he relied on, wanting to have a social life, a job, and, have a passion, and, endured school and have everything basically, but he can't really, and he's just very lost. Now, for me, the very first advice I would give out to someone is make sure that if you are seeing people that are partying and everything like that, find out if you really truly desire that, because if it keeps on coming up again and again, then it's something that you really desire. If it's not something that you just kind of just don't really think about it too much, but in the back of your mind you're like, man, I think I have to be social. It really does. You definitely do not have to be like that at all. You definitely need to have a sense of purpose outside and be able to like different things that maybe you might be walking alone. You gotta find out what you are able to do and set a schedule for yourself. And if you value something, then try and keep it around because you really care about it. You deeply care about it. For this unhealthy culture of hustle, I mean, it's basically nothing but a race against society. You're trying to beat everyone else, and is that really what you truly desire and want? It really could not be anything like that. Society, just by listening to society, you're just not doing what you're supposed to do. The number one quote that I find the most relatable and something that I think is important, I think it should be on everyone's lives to know, the quote is, stay true to what makes you different. Do not try and be like everyone else and try and be in this race, because chances are if you just go on your own journey, you might actually get ahead of everyone else just because you decided to take a different path. Everyone's meant to deliver a different message, and not everyone is supposed to deliver the same message. Another thing that I want to add is, don't worry about what other people are doing. Worry about focusing on what you're not doing. Make sure that whatever you truly desire, if it doesn't align with everyone else's, then continue it. If it's something that you really enjoy, definitely go after it. And that is my advice to this video. And you guys can go check it out on my TikTok, and I hope you guys did enjoy, and I'll see you guys later. Peace out.